Com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln. For all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Row Incorporated on North Tickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Tell you what, I could sing that song.
Joe, you can't sing at all. Welcome to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM. Watch us on YouTube, streaming live. Go to YouTube, search WLCN 96.3 FM, or listen to us on the go on the Mixlr app. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston.
Furniture Jake Johnston.
Good Jim Ash.
Morning.
Lloyd Kirby here this morning. We're at the Hampton Inn, and also known as
Waffle Saturday.
I already had a waffle. Did you have a waffle?
Oh, you don't come to the Hampton Inn and not get a waffle.
You still have syrup on your face.
Well, I'm saving it for later. So, thanks for tuning in. Baseball season.
You ate all the waffles?
Yes, I did.
Could have asked us if we wanted any.
Nuh-uh, if I give you the waffles, I won't get any.
I like that.
Well, fortunately, we all got waffles that wanted them.
Good ones.
So, yeah.
Good ones.
Yeah. Baseball season is here. Opening day, Thursday.
I got a new favorite team and player.
Let me guess. Did Tom Brady join the MLB?
No, it's Tom's almost not on.
Is he with the Tampa Bay Rays now?
No,
but he could be.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to be a a base runner. He's going to pop out of the dugout and run bases because he's so fast.
Ghost runner, bench runner. Who's your new team?
New team's the Minnesota Twins.
Okay.
And my new favorite player is
Kirby Puckett.
Joe Ryan on the hill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and he's got a full-on mullet.
I bet
it's
you
about 3 feet long out the back, isn't it?
I bet
he cut it, didn't he?
I bet
Did you see him?
Trimmed up.
It's trimmed up. Hey, he's on the hill. Only got beat 2-1 yesterday, right? You know anything about it, Jake?
I know a little bit about it. Yeah.
Talk a little bit. Pull that cap up out of your eye so we can see you.
He had 4 walks, so he didn't do himself any favors.
You mean at the plate? Are they putting him on?
No.
Intentionally?
He didn't get a hit in this one.
So he walked 4 people.
He
lost 2-1.
But he's solid, man.
All right.
That's a solid pitcher.
Your favorite player.
He sucks.
You need a Joe Ryan jersey there.
Yeah, I might get one. You never know. Probably not.
Ryan actually show up?
What?
If so, maybe we'll trade you too.
Sorry, we don't have a microphone for you, Lloyd.
Anyway.
You know what? It's a good thing we don't.
His voice carries. He don't need a mic.
So
I don't know.
Oh, baseball. We're going to talk baseball. Jake, are you talking about your sales?
Well, we're going to probably talk a little softball. We haven't had Jake on for a while because of softball. And
That's correct.
I was surprised to see him today. You know, you get up, the sun's shining. It's fairly decent out, and no games today. Canceled.
No games. We had one with doubleheader against Charleston. It's pushed back to Tuesday now, so hopefully we get it in Tuesday. It's the second time it's been pushed back. So
Lincoln or at Charleston?
At Charleston.
Oh,
So how many games of the Lady Railers have they gotten in? I mean, the season's been going on.
A handful.
I'm saying.
No, actually, I mean, really, we've gotten most of them in.
Really?
We've been pretty fortunate. It seems like just Charleston keeps getting kicked to the curb. We had a makeup game the other day against normal community. We dropped that one, but it was a tough game and cold and windy, and you know, conditions like that, you know, both teams are in it, but at the same time, you wear down pretty good, you know, trying to pitch in that. So Kara Farnham pitched a heck of a game and just couldn't pull it out for her. But all in all, having a great first year for our new head coach. Yeah, it was good. So,
Now,
Gotta get her on here.
Is your team relatively young or kind of mixed in? What's
junior heavy, we'll say that. We've got a couple seniors that are good leaders on the team, really good hitters, and defensive players with Abby Glenn and Cassie Bridge. Both of them having fantastic years. Cassie's been moved into the leadoff role, and I tell you what, that kid's taken to that role. She's done a heck of a job. So short, quick little girl, and she is fun to watch. So, and Abby, she's not as quick. Still quick, but not as quick. Also short, but boy, her bat's got some pop to it. She's got a couple home runs already this year, and not windblown. They were just bombs. So it's been, like I said, we've got a good crew, man. Kara's having a heck of a year at the plate as well, and I know some other girls are. A girl that I wasn't expecting to have a solid year. I shouldn't say that. I was expecting to have a solid year, not one of those like, wow, look at her. Mm-hmm. Ryan Stolzenberg really hit the ball well this year. Usually a kid that plays, you know, multiple sports and doesn't play summer ball, they come in, they struggle for most of the year, and then like last year for her, really at the end of the year, she started taking off and started blossoming. This year, boy, she's on and having just a great year for, like I said, especially for her player. I mean, she was committed in playing summer ball and this both, or travel ball. I don't know how good she'd be. I mean, she's quite an athlete.
It's a baseball family.
Yeah. Well, and her little sister, they put her at the number 2 hole for hitting, playing center field, not playing bad, still learning. She's only a sophomore. But they switched her around, and she's slap hitting now. And this year, you're slap hitting, learning it at this late in the game is such a difficult deal. But she is such a good athlete that she's taken to, and she's starting to show that she can pick this up.
You know who's a really good slap hitter? Really good at it.
I'm waiting.
Will Smith.
Hey, you know, that was good for you.
That was a good one.
That was
Yeah,
good for you.
I don't know if that was good.
Do you think if we went out there to the high school, we've got somebody to pitch to us, which one of us would be the
We could
best
hit.
slap
You think
hitter?
we could hit?
Slap hitter?
Yeah.
No.
Can we pick it up?
No.
We wouldn't.
No.
I'm hitting bombs, Joe. I'm not
You're
slapping.
not hitting any
anything.
bombs
Oh, yeah.
unless we bring the infield in. Hit from second base.
And the fence.
Let's see. I'm guessing if Farnham was pitching, I don't know if any of us would get
We wouldn't.
get it.
Bunt? Can we bunt?
And if Chloe was pitching, I guarantee we're going to have a welt on her ribs.
She's going to hit you.
Oh,
huh?
she's going to push us off the
I'm
plate?
telling you right now.
She the intimidator.
One of her favorite things to do is hit her dad while he's taking back.
Have you ever charged a mound? Because that could cure her of it.
No, I took off after her. She was laughing and running. And I think she about croaked because she was laughing so hard.
I like saying that.
Hey, let's go back to the Will Smith thing. That was some funny stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and you couldn't tell. We didn't know if it was real.
I thought it was staged.
So did I, but maybe it wasn't. I mean, Now, I don't know.
I'll be honest. I saw his wife turn and look at him with that expression. I said, "Oh,
Yeah. Does he want to chew it at home, or is he going to do something right now?
I said he's going to get it at home. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because he was laughing.
And then he hops up and does his piece.
Because he was laughing through the whole thing, and then all of a sudden, whoa, goes up and
what's funny is
Blank slaps him. Can't say it on air.
Yes.
what I
We
think.
can?
No, yeah, you can. You can on this station, I think.
Can I say it?
Said worse.
Look at you. No, there are guidelines to this place.
He won't even look at me anymore. You what? Yeah, we can say that.
Jim just did.
He didn't say it on the air.
No, but you could hear him.
Well, it is I mean,
You know what's funny though is if it was probably anybody else, that would have probably been the end of their career. They probably would have been walked out right after it happened. Will Smith's a little bit of a charmer, and that did not happen. All they did was brush it away, and now they keep, as much as they keep talking about it, probably within a year and a half, everybody's going to be like, you know what, we've got to forgive him. It's just Will Smith. You know, he paid his dues.
Yeah,
So
we'll see. We'll see.
suspended for 10 years, allegedly.
10 years from the academy or whatever that is. Really? Yeah. He's probably got enough. All right.
and we're back.
And Joe's back.
Was that a donut order?
Yeah, we're getting some donut orders in. Just got things going on. You guys know? Guys got anything going on?
Oh, well, I mean, show, and you just kind of, yeah.
I want to mow today. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, it might be a little soggy. Might get some mowing.
I'm thinking
it is,
it may have to wait till tomorrow.
yeah, it is. It's about mowing season. Always love that first mow.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and green. Get your lines in there. The smell.
Yep.
After that, I don't really care for it. But
After that, you don't what?
care for it. Mowing. No, I like mowing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. J-Mac says it was all staged, and he would know.
Oh, J-Mac would know.
Oh, J-Mac. Hey, tried hitting up the Ticketmaster for some tickets yesterday. He said no go.
No, where are you trying to go?
Grateful Dead is what we're looking for.
Yeah, we tried to call him, and no, couldn't get it. He
I
couldn't
will
help us.
say he did offer me up a deal on some other tickets, and we could have an auction here on the store show before long.
Joe
So.
Satriani?
No.
Joe's got his tickets.
A little more country, we'll say.
Okay. I don't even know. Trying to think of a country singer. But speaking of
As
concerts,
we're bringing concerts, let's talk about this.
went over to the Slipknot concert Thursday. Just now getting hearing in my left ear.
Were you close?
I'm decent, yeah.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter where you're at
Yeah,
there.
it's
That
loud.
just, man, that thumps. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. It was amazing.
Wow.
Boy, if they're ever in the area again, I suggest you go. It's
What?
about 3 hours of just chaos.
Slipknot.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
How many guys in the band? See, I don't know anything about
There's
Slipknot.
9.
I was going to say, they have a lot of guys. I
Yeah,
know.
there's 9 guys, and
They have 2 drummers or just one?
they've got, I guess you can say,
What?
3.
Three sets of drums?
You got your main drummer, and then you got 2 guys on the top that have like kegs that they hit, and I don't know, it's some kind of timpani, those big.
Any cowbells?
No cowbells. I guess maybe the keg is kind of their cowbell.
looking for it.
But boy, fire, smoke, lights. It's just.
Is there lasers?
Oh, there had to be some kind of lasers, LEDs. It's
Do
amazing.
you have good seats?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Right off to the side. You don't want to be down on the floor. You don't want to be down on the floor.
Yeah, is it what they got like a mosh pit?
Yeah.
Is it a mess?
It's a mess. It's just a hot mess down there, and
You want to be part
We're
of it.
too old for that.
For a second, didn't you? For a second, you're like, you know what?
Nope.
Oh, no.
We can't get involved in
I
that. hot
didn't even
mess.
cross my mind.
No.
Hey, let's go down and get in that. No, not at all. But it's
Yeah.
amazing. Joe, you should have went.
I've never been. I don't know a Slipknot song, will I?
I don't. I knew.
How'd you get
I knew a
involved with Slipknot?
handful.
College days?
I mean, they've been around since 95 or whatever, and you hear them on the radio, and I know a handful of songs, and
And you went with some local celebrities, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Jeff Milam, he's a celebrity over in Rochester.
Yeah, Bo
Donnie, big celebrity here in town.
And then Austin came back from Indy. He's a big metalhead.
Austin's a celebrity.
Yep. So he's in town for the weekend. So yeah, it was an excellent time. Great time.
I
don't know how it matches up to Joe Satriani.
Well, good. You're coming around.
I did look him up on YouTube. Boy, he'll put you to sleep.
Oh, you just got to go watch him, man. Yeah. And he's not going to put you to sleep. I'll put a little song list together for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah. Once you put One Big Rush on your phone. One big rush. And I'll tell you what, it is one big rush. We should all wake up to it in the morning.
Yeah.
It'll get your day going. Pop in that shower. I'm impressed, though. You went to a concert. You're a guy that's getting out there and having some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. It's been a while.
I'm proud of you.
The whole COVID thing kind of put a damper on a lot of these concerts, and nothing's happened. And I tell you what, they weren't worried about COVID Thursday night.
No, nobody's worried about COVID, are they? Especially in that mosh pit.
Yeah. So yeah, good times. I think we have a caller. Is this one of our guests?
We on there yet? Yep, we're on.
Okay, we are on air, and
we got a phone call from Coach Leonard.
Coach Leonard. Good morning, Coach.
How we doing, buddy?
We're doing good here. Thanks for joining us this morning. Our guest getter, Joe, contacting people, and some big news coming out of Springfield this week. It sounds like this is your last ride with SHG.
It's the last go-round, yes,
Yep.
and I'm excited about it, and I'm really excited about who's going to be taking over and just clicking right along. It's all my coaches, all the staff will be all the same, and Coach Allison, a former Railer, will lead them better than I ever thought about doing, so I'm excited about that.
Now, Coach, how long have you been with SHG?
Well, not before you were born, but close. No, I've been there since 1984.
1984. Well, Joe, Ryan.
I wrote a bunch of this stuff down. We got to go down. We got to go through a little bit of your history. Was that you started over there in 1984? Is that correct?
84. Yes, 84.
Wow. That's a long time ago, Coach. But you were at Gridley first.
Well, I was at Shinoa first. That's where I grew up. My first 2 years there, I was offensive coordinator in 78 and 79 with my high school coach, Ed Thomas. And we got beat in the state championship in 79. And then I thought I was ready to take on the world. And I got the great job of Gridley High School, just 9 miles down the road on Route 24. And it was a great experience. I loved it at Gridley. We just ran out of kids. We had 88. There was 88 kids in the whole school my last year there, and I had 18 players. And my first year there, I was the only coach. I got another guy to come out and help in the defense later on, but I had to coach I taught my seniors how to be, coaches and what I wanted to do as far as breaking out, and that's how we ran up practice. And I you know what, that's probably the best thing ever happened to me. Tell you what, it's a lot harder to corral 20 coaches than it is 18 players sometimes.
Yes, we know that because they're grown adults with their own attitudes. And then you jumped over there at SHG. You started as the athletic director, correct?
I did. I got as athletic director and head football coach, and that was it. And that was, God bless me, because that was for sure. And I really didn't know God then, but he had a plan for me and my family, and I never dreamed I'd be here retiring from Sacred Heart Griffin High School, but that's how life rolls sometimes, and but I've been blessed. It's been a great ride. So,
well, some people call you the GOAT over there. When you talk downstate football, it's SHG, and now you've got that boy of yours. He's in the conversation too.
Yeah, well, if I'm even thought about being the GOAT, it's because of guys like John Allison that that's going to take over, because I learned one thing, Joe, and I think you will agree with me. In any form of business, the leaders and then coaches and sports and stuff, the people that are the best are the ones that know what they don't know. And I try to get people around them that know a little bit more. And I have not been bashful about trying to learn from things I'm not good at, and get people around me that know more than me. And I think that's how you become successful, and aren't afraid or of people with great knowledge. And John Allison is one of the sharpest young men, and he's got a family now. He's same age as my son Derek, and he's going to be a great one.
Well, I know he's got a tough act to follow. I was reading some of this. I mean, we all know you're the winningest coach in the state of Illinois, but 412 wins, those are a lot of W's for him to chase over there at SHG.
Well, I think I'm at 404 or 405 out of it. I think it's really 404.
It is?
I think I'm 405, they say, but Derek beat me, and I got a forfeit, so I really don't count that one. So.
Well, I'm telling you, I pulled 412 off the internet when I thought you were going to give us a call.
I don't. No. Hey, you can get a lot of things off that internet.
Yeah, there's some other things on there about you we're not going to talk about. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
there was.
Yeah, I was going to say, you called me the GOAT. Well, I don't know, but I've been called other animal names. So.
Yeah. On the field, right? I mean, it's an incredible career as far as you look at the thing. You've been in 8 state championship games. Am I correct?
I've been in 9. I've been in 9.
I'll tell you what.
You need to update your internet.
I went right to the internet to have some numbers for you, and none of them are correct.
I've been to 9. We've won 5 and lost 4, and
so it just hadn't been updated this year.
No.
Yeah. So, and it's it's all of them have been special, and this year's was kind of unexpected, and this next year's team, we should be loaded, but you know what? That doesn't mean that we're going to win. It's some of the best teams I've ever had. Got crazy things happen, and you don't always make it when you think you should. Sometimes you make it when you don't think you're going to.
Everybody needs a little luck. So who was a coach that gave you most influential to you?
Well, my high school coach, Ed Thomas, no question. I think he was very influential. My college coach, John Allison, at Harvard Junior College, was instrumental in my knowledge and how I handle people and handle the team, and just the high school coach. He was old school, and but yet he was kind of innovative, and we were kind of the head of the game as far as how we practiced and that thing. He wasn't head of the game and not giving us water in high school, but other than that, he was pretty good.
Hey, Coach Jake Johnston here. Hey, one of the other coaches, I know you're a little shy to bring him up in here, but Joe Ryan here, I heard he was pretty influential.
Yeah.
Hey, don't listen to these clowns.
Did he coach you back in the day?
They make fun of my age, everything about me.
I tell you what. No, well, I don't even want to. I'm not going to ask you how old you are, Joe, but I'm sure I've coached guys as old as you.
Thank you. You know what? That's exactly right. You are the older coach here, not me. You see, I lost track there. I was going to ask. Oh, hey, so over the course of these years, you've went through a lot of coaches over there. Assistant coaches, a lot of good ones, and you've kept a lot of them on staff for a long time. What makes John the right pick here?
Well, he's just, first of all, he's a great human being, as you all know. He comes from a great family up there at Lincoln Christian, and he's a great, solid Christian man, and a good father, good husband, a great role model for our kids. But beyond that, he's super intelligent.
Yes, he is.
He's great with computers, which I'm not, and all that. I mean, he does all the stuff behind the scenes, and he's got a great offensive mind. I mean, we work hand in hand, and for a long, long time, and he was a lineman, but I won't hold that against him. I was
The
quarterback.
linemen are always the smartest guys on the field.
Yeah, that's what they all think anyway. And they all want you to run at them or run behind them. It's never their fault. No, but John is really, John's just sharp. He's and he's open to other people's ideas. He's got a great personality, and yet he can be firm and strong and disciplined when he needs to be. And and he's just been a part of our program, and the successes that we've had, he's got a huge hand in it, and so he understands how things work, and he'll make his he'll put his own wrinkles in the program now and improve where we need to improve, and my staff is tremendous, and we've been together for a long time, and they never stop learning, and that's why John was, it was a no-brainer. It wasn't even, we were never going to open it up. He was going to be the guy.
Well,
he
that's
was going to
good.
be the guy all along. There's just no question.
So let's go back in time and see because this is the way I remember this, and I don't have a very good memory. But when Derek was a senior, it would have been, that year or no?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, to me, I think that was the first time in high school football that I saw no huddle. And didn't you guys start the game, or you came out in the second half in a no huddle? And if I remember correctly, Derek, you guys had the ball 4 times. You're playing Lincoln, but you had the ball 4 times, and you went no huddle and scored 4 times in a row, and you didn't huddle. And I don't remember seeing a team do that before then.
I think we didn't huddle. We did huddle that year. I wish I was always just kind of that mad scientist. Always wanted to do things different and enjoyed that. And that's what I thought was great about football. You could do those things. Yeah, and we did a lot of things at different times. And I wish, looking back on it, Derek's group would have been the perfect group to go do what we're doing now. And we started tinkering with things, and I don't know if you remember back in the 90s, that's when people were starting to do some one-back stuff and out on the West Coast, and my only losing season in 45 seasons was the next one after Derek in 1998, and then we changed. Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna put in what I want to put in, and what we're gonna do, and we're gonna be different. And then I went and we started. Then that's when we incorporated the spread totally in 2000 and 2001, and then that's what really when the tide changed for us from 2000 until now. That's when our great success has come.
Now, Coach, you said tinkering around. Have you ever tinkered around with 2 huddles?
I've taken around with a lot of things, yeah.
But not 2 huddles.
The polecat, we did when you ran. Sometimes when we ran the polecat, we huddled at one spot and it had a couple guys there, and then kind of hit a couple guys off on the side. And I got this back from Ed Thomas. We used to, and they outlawed it because now you got to go into so far in on a substitution. You used to be able to just step in.
Yeah, step off the sidelines.
Hide. I don't know if you guys ever did that in Lincoln. You had to hide up on the sidelines, and everybody stood up close to the sidelines, and you had a guy right inside, changing the possession. And of course, we'd never try to take advantage of anybody like that.
No, I do think we, at some point in time, a coach pushed a kid off the sidelines into a guy running for a touchdown and made the tackle. But, yeah, I think that's a good rule. You got to run out to those numbers and come back.
Yeah. So I've been involved in that, too. So.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for the phone call. We don't want to take up much of your time, but, he's got a tough act to follow, but we thought it'd be very interesting for our fans of this radio station to come in and listen to one of the best talk.
I got one more.
Oh yeah, hold on. We got
Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, that rough season you had there, the only losing season. How many times did you have a for sale sign put in your yard?
Well, I've had some, probably a couple. You know, I've had some that I've had them. You know, San Madonia, as you all know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used to have call-in shows after the games, and they still do. But
I was listening.
Somebody called in, and one night, I was not home. I was over in the coach's office, but my wife and my dad and mom was here, and my son, and they were complaining because my son in '99 was starting. My other son, Bradley, was starting safety, and the parent was complaining that he didn't say his name, but I knew who it was. That he brought my son's name up and brought some other kids' names up that shouldn't be playing, and
a lot of coaches out there.
I got mad, and I don't know if you heard that, Joe, but I called the radio station and said, "This is Ken Leonard." And I live at 308 South Park, and I'm sitting on the front porch, and if you want a piece of my tail, let's come on over. You know?
I remember it. I was listening that time. I thought it was great.
That is good.
Oh, I would love to see Sammy's face on that one.
Did anybody show up?
Sammy, oh, man, I was trying to hold him back. Okay.
He loved it. He knows that gets ratings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Coach, you got one more season and gonna go into retirement. What does Coach Leonard do for a hobby? You got any future plans? Maybe move south, do a lot of fishing. What are your plans? Or just
we're gonna do some fishing. I'm gonna try to learn how to play golf. I'm not gonna play 9 holes ever more than 9 holes at a time because I think takes too long to do 18. I think there's just a lot of things. I'm gonna try to do maybe pick up some pickleball. Me and my wife, she's retired as a teacher, and so yeah, we've got a place in Naples for 2 months in January and February for next year.
Awesome.
And I got 4 grandkids, and we're going to be busy with them, and I'm sure I'll keep my hand in football a little bit. So
I think you'll be at all the games. I'm just guessing. I think you'll.
You know what? I'll definitely be watching a lot. That's for sure. And I'm anxious to go and see some places, and especially, you know what? I really have a heart for small towns, and that's where I grew up, and I really enjoyed coaching. In a 1A, 2A setting. And you know what? I've always would have thought I would have loved to had a coach 7-man, 6-man, 8-man, whatever they, different. But you spread them out and go. That'd be fun, man. It'd be 7-on-7 with helmets and pads.
It's growing.
Well, there we go. Maybe
it's growing.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Yeah, and it's sanctioned by the IHSA now, so it's.
Yeah, I don't think I will, but I'm interested in it.
Yeah, and Coach, back in the day, you talk about all these smaller schools. Now there's a whole bunch of consolidations, and the days of the small school are coming to an end real quick.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's
just what it is.
That's life.
Yep.
So.
Well, Coach, congratulations on one heck of a career. I think on this radio station we can say, one hell of a career. And,
there you go.
and
said worse.
We've said worse. And all those state championship games, and we wish you well and hope you get in another state championship game coming up this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Go out on a good note.
Well, thank you. And I tell you what, you guys got a great old timer up there too, about as old as me. That's Neil Alexander.
So, yeah.
Hey, just remind him he still owes me a dinner at Tuzardo's.
You'll never get that.
Okay.
Right now.
Hey, he likes to eat, so I'm sure he would love to take you out.
Guys, he got all his pockets zipped shut, though. Hey, thanks for the phone call, Coach, and best of luck.
Absolutely.
See you, Jeff. Bye.
Bye-bye. We're going to go to commercial.
Take us.
We're going to go to commercial right now. When we come back, we're going to talk with the new SHG head coach, John Allison. So stay with us.
Not yet.
It'll be a year away, but
a year away. You're
stay with us.
Pushing Leonard out there, bud.
No.
Spring is in the air, and now's a perfect time to make sure your air conditioner is working in tip-top shape before the hot summer's heat takes its toll. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer, can clean or repair your old air conditioner or install a new one like an energy-efficient heat pump that will keep you cool this summer and warm in the winter. For fast, reliable service 24 hours a day, call Lincoln Heating and Cooling 735-5835. Your home to Carrier, turn to the experts.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
The inventory reduction sale is in full swing at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and you'll save for every room in your home. Top quality furniture for every room in your house will create a stunning new look while saving you hundreds of dollars. Choose from top quality Ashley brand sofas, including recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and handsome bedroom outfits fit for a king. And what better than the perfect mattress than Bemco for the best night's sleep. At Jake's Furnishings, all Bemco mattresses are on sale now, including plush, luxury firm, and pillow top models. But hurry into Jake's now, as this inventory reduction sale won't last long. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishing showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 735-1212 and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings. Make it your own.
Join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
Capsule Head Start is now enrolling. Give your child the educational start they need. Free first-class early childhood programming with positive educational experiences for children under the age of 5. Nutritious meals and transportation is provided. Let us give them a head start. Contact us at 217-732-2159 or visit us on the web at capsule.info. Eligibility requirements do apply.
Now hiring. Due to increased census, St. Clara's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln is adding staff. Now hiring LPNs, RNs, and CNAs. 8-hour and 12-hour shifts plus weekend package are available. If you're looking for an exciting career opportunity where you'll have a chance to make a difference in the lives of others, then this is the perfect fit for you. Apply online at heritageofcare.com/employment.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
This is Tom McCarthy for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM with Joe, Jake, and Shabadoo.
That's pretty good.
Sing it, Joe.
I can.
I want to hear it.
I can't think of the name of the song. Don't You Want Me, Baby?
No.
In a cocktail bar. I can sing it.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. Or goodbye. I mean, after that, I'd probably turn the channel. But we are at the Hampton Inn today. Just had Coach Leonard on with SHG. And now I think we have his successor, Coach Allison, on the line. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're doing good. Thanks for taking some time. I don't know if you had the opportunity to listen to Coach Leonard before you.
I actually didn't know he was going to be on, or I probably.
Well, I tell you,
it was a late thing.
He had high praise for you, and he's very confident, and thanks a lot of you, and. Well, we're going to turn it over to Joe here because he's got an agenda.
I wrote some notes here, Don.
I've never seen this before.
I wrote some notes down about you, and I got some pictures from high school. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, boy.
No pictures from high school. I want to go, just for, I know you've been on before and, sporadically, and just what the fans need to know because, after next year, we're going to be back, you're back in Central State 8, and I think having the relationships with the visiting coaches, from other communities, I think is great, and now you're a Lincoln guy, so you jumped over to, I'm very impressed with you, first of all, you know that, right?
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You could have never done any modeling, but I'm going to say this about you.
Can you say the same about Joe? Are you impressed with Joe?
He's very impressed with me. You jumped over to SHG in 2003, if my internet stuff's right, but
yes.
and it's been wrong, but I know that you were going to be a doctor. Now, you have a degree in biology and pre-med?
Yeah, my undergrad was, and I decided, I think, that I didn't want to go the full med school route because I didn't want to go to school that long, but I'd gotten accepted to PA school instead. I was going to be a physician's assistant.
Which is a good
and it would have been it'd have been more lucrative.
Yes, we know. But I bet your wife knows that too.
Yes. We don't talk about it a lot. So
maybe even less hours.
I guarantee it would.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I realized you start working like some of the prep hours to get into that program and realized that I don't think that's what I wanted to do every day, and started looking elsewhere, what else I might do and what else I might be decent at. So ended up coaching and teaching, which is a big change.
Yes, financially, and no, you know what? Yeah. You're giving back, and you're a good dude. So you ended up with a master's in education.
Yep, I picked up physics endorsement in education, working on my master's since I didn't have a teaching certificate because I wasn't planning to teach. So I found a program that I could at least get my master's and get my teaching certificate at the same time. So it didn't feel like I was going backwards.
Well, you're talking to three guys that would probably spell physics with an F. So anyway, I think most, and that was at Illinois College, correct?
My undergrad was at IC, and my master's was at Edwardsville, Southern Edwardsville.
Well, we just sent Elijah Paulus going over there to IC next year, I believe. Play some football.
Nice.
And see, this is an impressive thing, too, that I think about, like when you're going to become a head coach, and you got to be well-rounded. And in your years of coaching, you've coached the line, the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the tight ends, the fullbacks, the inside linebackers. So you kind of been well-rounded with everybody on the field, techniques, and what they're doing.
Agreed. And it's been a while since I did some of those, but I kind of venture over there, at least on the offensive side of the ball. You get around to each position over the course of the year, just something you want to change up or, working with them individually. So I think it's important. I honestly think, and I wish I'd been able to spend more time over there. I just hadn't had the time to. I think you can learn a whole lot by coaching the other side of the ball. Other than the fact that they draw plays upside down, you learn a lot. Just from coaching the other side of the ball, and I wish I'd had more time to do that, and maybe I will here in the future.
Well, there you go. I know that you had an excellent career at IC, 4-year letter winner, captain, all conference, on the O-line, correct?
Yeah, a little undersized, but ended up doing all right.
Well, they're the smartest people on your field. You know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we know that.
Well, sometimes. I don't know. I know a few that weren't, but yeah, for the most part.
You're going to now we want to go back, because this is what obviously we want to talk about some Lincoln stuff. So we're going to go back into what grade school you went to.
Wow. Okay.
Do you remember?
I didn't know we were going all the way back.
Well, I
went to Northwest.
Yeah.
Right there by the medical center there on College.
Yep.
Went to Lincoln Junior High, and then went to Lincoln High School.
Well, was there? No, we're not going to talk about your first girlfriend over there at Northwest. We're not talking about that.
I don't know what I remember.
We made that up. And then at high school, what year did you graduate?
98.
98. And so that was under who? You had different coaches then, did you?
98. Ricketts, Renner, Benton.
Oh, really? You went through all those guys.
And Ryan?
Yeah.
Is Ryan there?
What's that?
I was just there.
Joe?
He was not the head coach, but I definitely had him as a coach.
Well, yeah, he was.
I'm an old man. And so, what were your best teams? Like, what's some highlights from back when? Throw some names out there.
There weren't a ton of highlights, Joe. We went 2-7 that one year and beat Jacksonville and East Peoria, I think. Was it?
Was the East Peoria game up on the hill?
I can't remember.
Do you remember? No.
Yeah.
Was it up on the hill?
Well, we beat them once at our place. I can't remember, Joe. I remember those were the two wins. I think we had a real tight game with Southeast maybe in there, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a lot of bragging rights.
Doesn't matter. You played. You learned to love the game.
Exactly. And I did. And a lot of the guys I played with, I still talk to. I got messages from them this week, actually.
I forgot to let Barton know that you're going to be on today, because he could have shot you something.
Yeah.
He would have been listening. I forgot to let him know. Did you let him know?
I didn't let him know I was going to be on today, but he texted about he's not much of a social media person, so people got to let him know things that happen. But,
good for him.
I guess he got a few texts from people at least letting him know that this news broke, and then I got some text from him after that. So
yeah, it's been all over the news. I mean, this would have been on Channel 20 and I think maybe WAND. So it's no secret anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be excited, and I know that it's kind of a little different being named, and then it's not really for a full season. It's kind of a little different.
Exactly. And it was a little weird in the timing, and I think I know that they wanted to announce it just from the fact that they wanted to make sure people were comfortable with the future, weren't undecided if they were thinking about sending their kid to our place, and they didn't want them to have to be undecided in that factor. So I think that's why they went ahead and did it so early.
So have you been there through most of these state championship games? Not all of them. You can't have been there all of them.
I've been there through all the state championship wins.
Really?
Every one of them, yeah. because our first SHG's first state championship was in 05.
Yep. Boy, they had some great teams back then. I remember.
Yeah, I mean, they got second in 95 with an unbelievable team. Got second in 03. Got second in 16. Got second in 21. Right? Yeah, 21.
It's just so valuable, experience-wise, knowledge-wise, to of course make those playoff games, but to participate in those state championship games, that's just something you just don't get every day.
It's incredible. And it's just crazy that every year, and I haven't lost sight of that. I mean, I remember in 05 thinking that I know a lot of guys, and I was, pretty young coach in 05. It was 25, 26 years old for the first one. And you had the feeling that this may never happen again, not knowing what was going to happen to our area. I mean, honestly, because the city of Springfield had one, to my knowledge, I think 98, and the history before that. And so the fact that, between us and Rochester, I every year one of us happens, you still get the feeling like this could be another 30-year drought starting next year, and we have no idea. It's pretty incredible to be a part of.
Now, this might be a loaded question, but it could be a tough year for you, knowing that you're taking over in 2023. Obviously, you want to get your stamp on it. You want to do it your way. But this year, being a transition year in Coach Leonard's last year, I mean, obviously, you're going to kind of take a back seat and just let him do his thing. But in the back of your mind, you got to be thinking, here in a year, this is my program. Are there going to be, I don't want to say big changes, but what can the SHG fans expect when Coach Allison takes over?
I think the biggest difference, I mean, the good news is that the year, I mean, I'm still going to be the offensive coordinator. Coach McMahon's still going to be the defensive coordinator. So the on the field play calling and stuff isn't going to change this year to next year. If down the road, if I need to step more and help the other side of the ball, I've got some great coaches that would be, that I could name, a play caller and Coach Martin and some other guys on staff that could move up the ranks. But I think the greatest aspect is that the offense coordinator, defense coordinator are going to stay the same between 22 and 23. I think that makes it for a much easier transition.
Think you find yourself at a lot of JV games too? Now that that's a program you're going to
be a little bit more
take on.
What's that?
Now that that's those are kids you're going to take on.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also I'll probably be dealing more this year just with coaching assignments with the JV level and the freshman level. We've got a couple younger coaches that actually just reached out in the last few weeks that are going to probably come on and help out. And so I'm a little more involved with those guys than I probably have been in the past. And we had a couple of guys at the freshman level leave that are moving out of state. So just working with getting good coaches in place for the younger levels is probably more my concern now than it used to be.
And you got the ice cream guy. He'll be a senior.
Yeah,
Burke will be a senior when you.
Yeah,
coach your nephew.
Burke will be a senior my first year. I've been reminded of that a few times recently.
Quite the character, isn't he?
Everybody that has him in class and everything else. That's all I hear. He's a character.
He is.
Well, and he ought to be. That freezer over at your house should be filled with ice cream right now.
You know what? We haven't stocked up in a while, but I'm hoping to get over there
next weekend
on Easter for a day before I probably take off. And I usually spend my spring break, since it's always different from my family, so doing football stuff.
Yeah, you know what? And we'd be remiss if we didn't have you mention your family. Tell us about your family.
Well, I've got
They're the backbone of
one
this,
of the reasons that I'm kind of excited about this transition is my oldest, Carissa, will be starting high school also my first year.
Oh, good.
And so she's going to be an eighth grader this coming year, and then so she'll be a freshman the next year. And then I got Braden in fourth grade and Chloe in second grade, and then my wife teaches third grade at Chatham Elementary in Chatham Glenwood District.
That's a conflict, isn't it?
Yeah, third grade, it's not as much of a conflict.
Third grade
is at the high school.
True. Well, I know their truant officer over there, so we'll have him keep an eye on her and make sure things aren't out of control over Chatham.
Good deal. So yeah, but no, I'm excited to have the kids in school with me and feeding up through. So yeah, it'll be neat that my oldest will be in high school my first year too. So.
Well, you got a big deal going on, and you got to follow. I mean, gosh, everybody wants to get in a great program, but you got to follow a guy that's going to in the Hall of Fame and all that. That's tough.
Yeah, you got some big shoes to fill, but
exactly.
And he explained it earlier that he's only as good as his surrounding cast, and if you get some good assistant coaches in there, and Coach Alexander can attest to this too. It's all about your assistants. They can make your head coach look good, and sometimes they can make him look bad. Obviously, the ultimate decision is the head coach, but as long as you have some good people around you, it makes your job a lot easier.
Oh, there's no question. And honestly, one of the first things I did when they talked about offering me this job, it's been probably about a month ago, was go to each guy's on our staff. Coach McMahon's getting up there in age. He's been here a long time. I kind of went around to some different guys on staff, and I just kind of wanted to know what their feelings were for how long they were going to be around and kind of what they expected, because that was one of the first things I needed. Is it'd be one thing for Coach Leonard to be gone, but if we lost a bunch of those other guys, it'd be real rough. So, the fact that almost all of them, I think, have said that they're going to be here for a few years, and our, offensive staff is going to be in place. I think everybody offensively is going to be coming back, and for the most part, everybody on defense will be there at least for a couple more years. So that's huge, and probably wouldn't even have attempted to do this if I didn't have those guys in place.
And Bob's going to be the AD?
Yep, that's great news. Bob's going to move over from the assistant principal to AD. And obviously he's there for defensive input if we need some help every once in a while, even though he's kind of stepped away from the day-to-day coaching. But to have him around is great too.
Yeah, so you got everything in order. You're going to be fine. Yep. The Cyclones are going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're going to have, we got a senior-dominated group this next year, so it's going to be a little bit of a rebuilding, probably my first year, just because all these guys won't have played varsity that much, just because we have such a good senior group coming back right now.
You got, but that's a good thing. I think you want that little rebuilding thing when you take it off and call it your own, or cradle it. And
another thing is if we, some of the terminology we've been holding on to since back in the I days in the 90s, and if we're going to have a year that we want to change some terminology with me taking over, it's probably a good time to do it with guys that, haven't played a whole lot of varsity. So that's the benefit of it.
Now, I know you used to go to Oregon and different places to pick up offensive stuff.
Yeah, so we've been around. If there's a team that we think kind of fits our personnel, we'll get there. And some of it's driven by, who's going to give us, who's going to be welcoming. A lot of where we kind of go is who we have contacts with and who's going to give us some good knowledge. So, we've been to Oregon, we've been to Oklahoma State. We got a lot of stuff at Virginia Tech before Bud Foster retired. We usually spend our spring breaks traveling like that.
So where are you headed this year?
I'm not sure how much we're going to good stuff we're going to get, but we had an inn there, so we're going down to Austin, and we're going to be at the University of Texas for 2 or 3 days.
Oh, very cool.
So
nice.
So it's funny. I planned to go to Ole Miss just because Nick's brokers probably last year at Ole Miss, and their practice schedule just didn't work out with our break, and so then I started looking elsewhere and seeing where we could get in. So I'll probably get down to Ole Miss for probably just a spring game, but not to actually visit a whole lot.
Well, it's very cool. I know you guys always come up with something new for sure.
Yeah, we try to stay on the front edge of that stuff. So it's going to be a fun year just because of the fact that we got so many seniors back. It allows you to do a lot more, and you can try out some different stuff just because they've got the fundamentals down so well.
Well, obviously, when you're sitting over in Lincoln, you can't root for SHG when you're playing them. But this community picks up on that you're going to be the new head coach, and in the back of their minds, they're all SHG fans when it's not a Friday night against the Railers.
Well, I appreciate it. I do. And I get how it was. I mean, I played against him in high school. I probably wasn't the biggest fan. I probably wasn't the biggest fan of Derek Leonard until we ended up playing with each other for 4 years and realizing he's not such a bad guy. But no, I get it, and I appreciate it. And I've appreciated a ton of the phone calls and text messages I've gotten from Lincoln people this week. It's been great to read all of them.
Well, yeah, congratulations, and I'll be rooting for you, and all those. Hope you make a nice run next year for Coach Leonard, and in the future there'll be that John Allison program over there. So we might have you be a regular on here. Come on here and tell us stuff.
Now, have they asked you to change your name to Leonard so they can still have the Leonard Bowl?
Oh yeah, it got brought up. I think Rupert brought that up last night. I was like, I think I told him that you can call it whatever the heck you want to call it, and we can play it in a cornfield with no fans for all I care.
There you go.
But yeah, we'll still have that rivalry game. Just when you have so many old Griffin guys on his staff and all the, a lot of the old guys on our staff, it's still going to be the same type of environment, whether they call it what they call it or not. So,
right. and don't forget, there's all the time is a great time for ice cream, right?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
right. Okay.
Get my top hat today. I think probably got some good specials.
Absolutely. We'll throw a plug in there for her.
Well, Coach,
what's that?
I said we'll throw a little plug in there for her. Get your ice cream today. It'll never be colder than today. There you go.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time. I know it's probably been a busy past few days for you with everybody contacting you, and hopefully a lot of positive feedback. And you're always going to have that negative. So I would suggest just stay off social media.
Yeah, I'm not a big frequenter of it. I can go without it. Other than the fact that in this role, in this day and age, you feel like you got to be on it a little bit just for promotional purposes. But other than that, I don't do a whole lot. So I appreciate it.
A lot of noise out there.
Yeah, haters hate, and everybody always hates a winner. So it's a big honor, a big task ahead. But nobody better to take the helm than Coach Allison.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Thanks. Yeah, very exciting. There's going to be this year we talked about it. It's got to be a pretty odd, weird transition, because just imagine that when I retire, you're going to take over the host of the show, and you want to put your stamp on it.
It'll be an open spot.
Oh, okay. Well, he's wanting to put his stamp on the program. Obviously you want to get started. You want to get going. And, we got a little feedback. Yeah. But obviously he wants to put his stamp on it right away. You got to be excited to get in there and, make it your own. And
make it your own.
Tell you what, he's got some great assistants.
Yeah.
I mean, you moving into a head coach role and you're getting, some guy, literally his entire staff could be a head coach.
Right. Well, the thing,
Leonard had a knack for going years ago, and I don't know if he's still doing it, but he would grab ex-head coaches and put on his staff because he knew that they knew what it's all about. They see the big picture.
Right. And how many, honestly, how many of them could potentially coach at the next level?
Absolutely.
All of them.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
So, that has to be feather in the cap for the program that's been brought up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a program that's already established, so you don't have to go in and revamp it and change everything. He's gonna, he's been the offensive coordinator for how long? So the offense,
10 years.
Yeah, offense isn't gonna change. It's his offense. And he's gonna tweak it here and there.
He just tweaks it all the time.
Yeah.
To me, the most impressive thing about it is that you can, when you watch him from 1 year to the next year to 3 years later, it's all been tweaked, and you're doing a little something different. And he picks it all up from going around to all these places, which is impressive that they do that. Jump around to the D1 schools and go look at all that stuff. So
you pay your dues, you work from the bottom to the top, and that's exactly what he did. He could have went a different route, but he loves the game of football and stuck with it. And now, boy, you're going to be.
Do you think any of us could have been doctors, like in pre-med or anything?
No,
not even. Different subject. You know what? Sorry, we brought it up.
Yeah, me too. Because. Yeah. But anyway, it's now I forgot what I was going to say because you just made this show a lot more dumb.
Oh, who knows? Yeah. This show is.
Yeah.
Tell us. You missed it, Jim. It's all right. This show is awful.
You guys are pathetic losers.
Oh, hey. What time do you have on your phone?
10:15.
Well,
you do?
I would like to thank the legendary Coach Ken Leonard for calling in.
Why is his phone
And I would like to thank the legendary John Allison for calling in and joining us today. And yeah, I got this marked up so I'm always on time.
just on Waffle Weekend.
Joe's time.
Some good guests today, Joe.
There we go.
I know it's SHG, and we may have lost a listener or two, but hey.
Oh, they don't care.
No, it's all good. That's going to do it for us today at the Hampton Inn. Jim's ready to go home. He's got the music playing, and we will talk to you next week.
Good day.
Spring is in the air, and now's a perfect time to make sure your air conditioner is working in tip-top shape before the hot summer's heat takes its toll. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer, can clean or repair your old air conditioner or install a new one like an energy-efficient heat pump that will keep you cool this summer and warm in the winter. For fast, reliable service 24 hours a day, call Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 735-5835. Your home to Carrier, turn to the experts.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age.
The inventory reduction sale is in full swing at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and you'll save for every room in your home. Top quality furniture for every room in your house will create a stunning new look while saving you hundreds of dollars. Choose from top quality Ashley brand sofas, including recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and handsome bedroom outfits fit for a king. And what better than the perfect mattress than Bemco for the best night's sleep. At Jake's Furnishings, all Bemco mattresses are on sale now, including plush, luxury firm, and pillow top models. But hurry into Jake's now, as this inventory reduction sale won't last long. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishing Showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 735-1212 and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings. Make it your own.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.